First and 10 at the Chargers' 49-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On first down, McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Aaron Berry. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
By the Chargers.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Finding Harris over the middle. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Complete.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. On the move to his left. Able to find Harris, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Edmonds. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
3rd down and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run there, 8 yards. Gets him much closer to the end zone with 4th and goal looming. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shoot. Cowboy 80. Watch my board. Let's go, baby.
Out of the gun, McDonald. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on now. Check it out, Reed. Show it.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Eric Berry there defensively.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw again, McDonald. And they'll get this into the hands of Huntley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
McDonald sets to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Albert O, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
The 28-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Allen on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
For the extra point.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. McDonald looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the pass.
Check Mike 54. Oh, sweet. 54. I'm here all day. 18 ready.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
Mike 29. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Sets up 1st down.
And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
52, 52. 6 man. Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
to number 89.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on first down, McDonald. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again on second and 10. McDonald throwing left side. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, McDonald flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the air on second down. McDonald. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That's complete. It's Jason Huntley. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
A 51-yard attempt.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Charger drive about to get going. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, Why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
And 8.
To throw again on second down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Draw play, Edmonds. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
7-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Second down.
Here's McDonald to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Jones on first down. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones hit and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Since young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun to forget all the fame, get the money, I'm out of that late
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Following the fumble recovery, McDonald got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Albert Okuebuna in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Chargers 17, Ravens 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. McDonald eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now Huntley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, McDonald going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it here with Huntley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun. McDonald throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. From the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st down, Chargers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. this time on third down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for L.A. That's taken on the 25. Fights off the defender. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
82-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 41-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
No. Kill.
Now Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, McDonald completing it to the right side. Johnson. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Johnson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Drag him 60. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Hey, check that. Street.
McDonald. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is McDonald. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. 19 Mike. Chuck. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I'm trying to collect.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jones. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
89.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch.
19, 18.
They toss it out right to Johnson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
Again, it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 27-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's get this. Get this. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, one set. 60. Mike 54.
Throwing again. McDonald. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Complete. A lot of time. Talked this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. A great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Here we go, Shaq. Mikey, 18. Watch left. He's top there.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Another carry now for Edmonds. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
To throw again, McDonald. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
58 for Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Connor on the toss left side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A 26-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, McDonald. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.